Okay guys, welcome back to the Pemberton Classic 2019. The Pemberton Classic has been held since 2002 and is the first road race on our racing calendar. So today we're racing C-grade men's and we have a field of 30 riders. I'm racing for the Midland Cycle Club. We are in the black and yellow kit in front of you here that you see. There's also a number of teams racing today, including South Perth Rouliers, Gary Suckling, Cycle Mania, and a number of other teams and individual riders in the race. So within a couple of minutes of the start of the race, we are into Pump Hill. The plan here was pretty simple: don't get dropped and make it over the top of the climb with the lead group and our team. There wasn't any major attacks on the climb, however we averaged a pretty high pace making it up to the top of the climb and averaged around 5.4 watts per kilo for 3 minutes. So the course is a 35 kilometre loop course set in the surrounding areas of Pemberton. We do the loop twice for a total distance of 70 kilometres. It is a rolling hilly course, and in total today we'll be climbing around 850 metres for the road race. So the footage you're seeing here is us coming to the top of Pump Hill, getting over the top of the climb. We've got a teammate up in front, he's sitting second wheel and just making over the top of the climb. So our plan here was just to cover any potential attacks that went over the hill, but we didn't have any attacks, so Rob's just up the front there covering anything from the front of the race. So now we're out on the back and over Pump Hill. On the left here you got a teammate Brendan, and in front of me you got teammate Rafs. So we're just sitting in mid-pack at the moment through the peloton. There's a couple of guys up the front are really pushing the pace up. This is some footage we got on the back straight here, and we're really strung out, got some crosswinds, so the pace is high, and Brendan's up the front of this pack trying to really string them out. So I'm sitting way back at the pack at the moment. We're sitting probably about 15th wheel in the pack. So I thought I'd better take an opportunity with this guy moving up just to get a free wheel back up to the front. So I'm using him to get myself back up to some of the teammates. So as a team we're fairly spread out throughout the peloton. We have a couple up the front, a couple in the middle. Here's some footage coming up to one of the climbs on the back straight. So we've got a teammate here, Nathan, in front of me. As we're coming up to these climbs, the peloton seems to bunch up, and then people are starting to sort of jostle for position. So we've got this guy here on the left hand side, he's trying to squeeze into some few gaps, so just got to be careful not crossing the line and trying to be safe. So we've got Brendan there, another teammate, he's sitting up just in front of me in the middle of the pack. So this is a section here, get into a fairly fast section coming downhill. Again, a couple of teammates here. We're just trying to hold position, so we've got Rob on the left and Rafs and Nathan in front. Hold position together. Unfortunately the race had an accident across the bridge. One of the young guys who was just on the left there in their Glen Parker outfit, in about 15 minutes had a fairly bad accident coming across the bridge into town. So look, I hope he's okay and he's recovering in hospital. It's really unfortunate accident. So the next footage coming up is of the downhill section, which is about 1.5 kilometres long, coming back into town, back onto the start finish line. Our plan here was to get out on front, and that was my teammate on the left there, Nathan, and our plan on both laps was to get out on front and drive the pace and just control the front of the peloton coming back into the home straight. So the next footage coming up will be us crossing the start finish line, going into our second lap and into Pump Hill, and another 35 kilometres to round out the 70 kilometre race. So we'll sit back and watch a bit of the racing.
Second lap there, boys. One to go.
Okay, so we have got around 20 kilometres left to go in the race, and as a team we've all stuck in with the lead group. So we've got Dan, Rob, Rafs, Brendan, Nathan and myself. So our plan now was, we were trying to get some breaks, nothing went, so our plan was to be able to get on the front in the last 5 kilometres back into town and just really bring the pace up. So we managed to do that on the last turn into town in the downhill section, and we ended up getting second and third for the race. So Rafs got second and Rob was third, so fantastic effort by the team today. So our next race will be a criterium in Northbridge on Sunday, so we'll bring you some footage of that. See you then.